Sugar-free pie filling. I did. Although I don't know how loud I'm being. There we go. I see the levels now. Oops. Genius. Don't mind that I was looking up pie filling on Walmart.com. I'm not planning on cheating, making any pie. That's River Run Quail. That's the wrong channel, guys. Me. Let's test some latency. Actually, let's make sure the volume's not cranked up. Let's test some latency. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. That's not bad. That wind coming through is something. I will say this pipe is a little bit on the small side, I think. And the filter they put in is more like just a piece of paper with tape wrapped around it. Like you can see right through it. It's not filtering anything. I'm gonna guess it's more along the lines of a like a moisture absorber. Also, the stem's just a little bit crooked. Just a little bit. I heard you gotta be careful with these because you'll burn the wood out. But why buy a cheap pipe if you think you're going to keep it forever? Maybe this is just my own bias because I bought this, but filling it seemed to have been a lot easier. Like it seems to take a reasonable amount of force to push it down, you know? The other one just seems to like it wouldn't fill. That dumb wind, man. Let's see if I can light it with a regular Bic lighter. Really? Oh. Oh, that tastes way different in this pipe than the other pipe. Hey, they might have been onto something. Let's try to get a little bit of... This is a very narrow pipe, I might say. Like, the bowl is very narrow. It's kind of annoying to fill. No, Missy Nisu! Let's try that again. I don't know. Seems to have lit okay. I have a feeling it's going to take a few bowls of this before I figure out how to use it, really. Not getting a lot of smoke, but I think it's just how I'm packing it. And the wind is just taking all the smoke away from the camera. Dadgum. Let's try to flatten that. Flatten that lit section of tobacco. If I can't light it just a little bit more evenly. Oh, that's way better. But this is an aromatic, so it's more about the room note than it is the flavor of the smoke. Very small, I might add. Can't get over how good this is. And you can absolutely see the sky filling with dirt. I will say it seems to have lit like very easily compared to the other pipe. Like I don't know if that's just the shape of the pipe or if the other ones are just cheap. Kind of nice to get a hold of the bowl. Make sure I'm not heating it up too much. A little sweet. A little sour coming out of this pipe. I wonder if I should try packing the pipe a little bit tighter. Mm. Wonder if I can just... Nope. Never mind that idea. I was kind of hoping it would help pack it just a little bit tighter. I really want to avoid pulling the torch on it because I think I'll just burn the wood with the torch. Look at that. I don't remember it being this difficult to stay behind the camera. Or I popped my hat in the frame yesterday a few times. It's getting kind of warm. I guess I should slow down. I think this heats up a lot easier than the plastic one. Well, the resin one. Set this down. That's not too bad, I guess. It's like that. Alright, that was a lot easier to pack and a lot easier to light. Downside is I've already got that tobacco tongue going on. Kind of like a UFO. I don't know, because the moment I looked to check the clouds, the flags calmed down all of a sudden. Ah, the one right behind the Zia symbol. It thinks this is Roswell, that's all. Alright, I didn't think there was going to be a whole lot of difference between this pipe and... Let me just... This pipe. But although I like the billiard shape better, and I like the stem shape better, I even like the bowl better to hold on to, that's way nicer. Like the hardwood one is way better. It's also a little hotter to hold on to, so I think it's keeping me from overheating things. It's also staying lit. Like, I kind of wish the bit were turned the other way, so you could hold it in your mouth and keep the pipe straight. Because as it stands, if I hold it in my mouth, the pipe's down like this. Oh, that flavor is so much better in this. And it's really not that powerful of flavor. Out of this thing, this metal sleeve in here kept trying to worm its way out when it would get hot. And it's got this tar. Look at that. Look at that. It's got this wet, shiny tar about it. That's just kind of gross. Doesn't smell any good either. Wish I knew what was causing that noise over there. Looks like I need to do a little bit of a tam. Not much, just flattening it out. Sasquatch. How thick that smoke is. A bright ember is just super easy to get lit. With the other one, I had to fight that thing over and over and over. And the wind is not letting me blow smoke at the camera. Every time I go to blow smoke at the camera, it gets blasted behind me. No, Missy Nisu! Alright. There we go. Look at that. There's even smoke coming out of the bit. That's so much. That's so cool. All right. Little Miss Uni is gonna have to get out of the way before the wind knocks her off the table and I end up with another broken frame. Oh, yes. Ooh, that's getting hot. Ooh, ooh, hot, hot, hot. Trying to use my flesh to pull the heat away from the bowl. Excellent. Alright, now I regret buying 2 of these for $10 a piece when I could have bought this for $10. It's even got a flat bottom on it, so it's I can just prop the bit up, and it'll just stay flat. But I could buy 15 of these for $150. Good. Good God. I think the noise suppression is keeping all that from coming through. Oh yeah, that's a much better light. It's producing like a silky, smooth smoke. Although I don't know if this was there before, or I was gonna take a look at the pictures I took, or if it's already changing the color of the hardwood. I don't know what kind of varnish they put on this. It's gonna be a mellow Monday kind of experience with this pipe, because she's hot. There we go. That pipe is warm to the touch. Almost like there's something inside of it on fire. Ooh. That's spicy on my tongue. Yeah, it's cooling off quite a bit. Tell you what, when my mother's got cold hands, I'm going to hand her this, and she can just hold on to it. Hot. Yeah, if you got cold hands, all you need is one of these. I'll smoke it, and someone else can just hold on to the bowl and take the heat out of it. It's toasty. All I need is 2 pipes, and my mother can hold on to both of them. It'd be like this. I'll just take a puff off one every few minutes. Oh. Getting a lower, Oh. Alright, Miss OG Yoda Cat, aka our resident history teacher. Which historically relevant individual had the best pipe? Like, we know Douglas MacArthur had that ridiculous corncob pipe. Oh no, there was bad lag. No. What's up, D-Dot? Correction, finally got a good pipe. I've been smoking on this one for days. And it's pretty disgusting, honestly. Like, look at that. It's got like this plastic thing, like spark arrestor. It doesn't like to dry. I bought 2 of these originally. The second one I bought, like, that little spark arrestor was, you use pipe cleaners. I have some from one of the kits. But that thing didn't have a, that little plastic spark arrestor doesn't seem to have any way to put a pipe cleaner through it. So it always tastes like the last few things I smoked. Also, Miss Cat, the thing I asked was, what historical figure has the best pipe? Because I'll go buy a replica pipe just for a bit. I know MacArthur had a horrendous corncob in a lot of his pictures. Also, the wind is being wild right now. I would have to research. It's a Hey Alexa moment. I have to say, I'm very impressed at how easy this lit up. Like, the other pipe is just a constant fight. Well done, D-Dot. Well done. Glass railings. I inhaled, not smoke directly out of the pipe, but I was just gonna comment on how much smoke I was producing with almost no tobacco in the bottom of this anymore. Watch me be burning the wood. I think this will be the week of refinement because my boss is back in town. So I should be able to spend some time in the office making some overlays. I want some good overlays for this stream. I want to have like what we're smoking and what art we're featuring, and I think next week will be the first time I try to bring on a guest. Well, I don't know who yet though. Is that the end? Is that? I think that might have been the end, guys. That might have been one bowl. It was close. Just a little bit of unburnt tobacco on the bottom of this. Alright, note to self. Keep smoking. It's a very deep bowl. It's that deep. All the way to the bottom. Although, in hindsight, that doesn't really say much. Hold on. I can do this. I just gotta fight. There we go. Hold on. It is about an inch and a half? Inch and 3/8. Hold on. I can do this. 1 3/8 inch 2 millimeters. 34.9, so 35 millimeters deep. Right? Darn, I threw it away. I should have kept it out. We could have actually compared. We could have rammed the cigar inside of it. You know, I'm gonna try that again. You can see. Actually, I don't know if you can. I don't know how well you can see in there. Wrong shirt. I don't have my pen light in here. But you can see I burnt into that stem a little bit. Come on, where's the light? So I don't know if that's a good thing or if I need to get better about packing my pipe. All right. I can already hear the pipe aficionados, the pipe snobs, if you will. You have to rest your pipe for 6 to 8 hours. Can't pack it immediately. Right, I'm going to try to pack it just a hair tighter. This is still our Captain Black classic. Reaching our packing limit here. An aromatic, so you don't want to like cram it in there. And I still have not figured out how anybody does a 3-pack method. Where the bottom most is like the least packed, and then more packed, and the very top is tightly packed. Then after you char the top, take your tamper, right? You're supposed to make it like, use the ash to try to make it all flat all the way around. So it's an even light. Supposedly. I'm not any good at this yet. What the heck is the BGM doing right now? And I imagine it's probably going to take one or two more. Like tampings before it's flat all the way around. There we go. Cherry red. Can't believe we've already been going for 37 minutes. I would say I'm pretty comfortable just laying the pipe down. Taking a minute to breathe, giving it a break, letting it cool off. I think I'll do some experiments with my other tobacco and try to pack this thing a little bit tighter, see what its limits are. I took my allergy medication last night, but my allergies are killing me. And I'm sure putting smoke in the air isn't really helping. I'm going to try tamp this again and get... Because I don't know if you can tell, but that section back here isn't lit like this front section. I mean, I guess it's just my lack of skill here. I'm gonna order better lighters for this. Bright, baby, bright. Let's get the whole pipe in frame. There are a whole number of soft flame pipe lighters out there. I don't think I've seen a self-igniting pipe yet, but that would be kind of cool. I think the mechanism for that would be a little bit difficult because a lot of pipes are like they have a life to them. Like this hardwood is one of the fastest burning pipes, where it will eventually, if you don't make a nice deep carbon cake on the inside, it'll burn the wood out. It depends on how much is self-contained. Like if this had a little gas reservoir or like a battery pack built onto it, that might be a little annoying. Hey, you are not getting to see any of the smoke. But yeah, I packed this one way tighter than last time. Seems to have some pretty good, Dude, that happened. That's so. Like I was sharing the other day. Like I went to a dadgum smoke shop, and I asked for a tobacco pipe, and everything they showed me just looked like a crack pipe. Self-igniting tobacco pipe. Good God. Let's get you all the way in frame, please. There we go. I like that with this one I haven't had to break out the torch at all. Of course, the torch might actually burn the wood. Uranium glass. I mean, why not? It could be fun. I'd be more about that borosilicate, like lab grade glass, myself, but you know. Reasonably warm. I mean, as long as we don't ingest an alpha source, it should be fine. If you glow in the dark, we'll find out. That'd be kind of cool. Be hit at the raves. Yes. Early 30s, balding, obese man at a rave. Everybody likes it because he glows. Oh, good news. The government agency that I had to deal with the other day, that I had my boss write a letter for, they didn't accept the letter, but now I got a new lease, and they accepted the lease, so no longer teetering on homelessness. For now. Bad light. Ah. Look at all that beautiful smoke. Uh-oh, what is OG Yoda Cat giving me the question mark for? You mean for now? Just because I got a $3,600 raise doesn't mean I have enough money to buy a house. $3,600 is not a lot of money to have, but it's a lot of money to owe. I'm working on it. One of the greatest benefits of living in this country is that it takes care of its disabled and its elderly really well. Downside is it doesn't take care of the relatives of the disabled and elderly very well. As awful as it sounds, I do regret taking care of my family. Did it for years, set myself back, didn't work a standard, regular job the last decade. Now it's all come back to bite me. Good Lord. Where does wind come from? I should have gotten a job at Walmart when I was 16. By now, I'd be halfway to retirement. Dadgum D-Dot, we gotta stop being the same person, but from two different countries. Like if D-Dot were born in Texas, I know he'd own some guns. Oh. With this weather, I wonder if there's anything going on radio-wise. We're not going to be able to hear this very well, but what a good pipe. Ooh, hot. Toasty to touch again. Let it cool off. Dadgum, the flag of Texas trying to hit me in the face. Is this because I don't remember the Texas Pledge of Allegiance? Gotta go. No, you can keep working out for another 2 hours. It'll be fine. I have faith. Betrayal. No, my legs said no. Then work out your upper body. Then work out your core. Dadgummit, you too? What's this prioritization of being... I can't English. Oh, no. See if I can like this again. Check to see if the oh, went a little hard on that one. Grocery stuff. Just get a Walmart Plus subscription. Have it all delivered. Why'd I inhale so close to the pipe? My boss finally got a Walmart Plus subscription. I'm like, dadgum, I've been having For the record, Walmart is about maybe 3 minutes, maybe a 3 minute drive to the west of here. See if we can get that beautiful. Nope, can't get it as hot. Oh, my mother almost got me banned on Twitch earlier today. We were passing some police officers, and she's like, "Oh, look, the little piggies are meeting." She's like, "Suey." I'm like, "No, mother, stop, stop it." It's worse than the time she threatened to beat the hell out of a guy with her cane. It's like, in Minecraft, mother. In Minecraft. You have to say, in Minecraft. Please be careful with TOS. I tell you, if this channel ever gets banned, it's gonna be my mother's fault. Ooh, hot. Discord. Who the heck's on Discord? New audio device. Don't switch. One you mentioned. Friends streaming. Oh! Miss Summer went live. There's be pinned too if you're using the same email or phone to verify it. I'm not, thank God. Riding with Rio has its own email address, and it's linked to a different phone. The two that do have the same verification phone number, unfortunately, are the Quail and my VTuber channel. Oh, I knew out of all my accounts that this one was going to be the spicy one. Like, there's too much you can't control on the road. What do you mean, Lucky, your brother's not home? Don't tell me don't tell me your brother's a cop. Dadgummit. I like how we're slowly uncovering more about Miss Cat over here. I'm gonna slow down on the pipe a little bit. She's just too warm. Be me smoking 5 pipes at once to have a continuous stream of smoke. I can't believe Miss Summer went live. That's why. Check and see what she's up to. Summer brew. A free chibi with my 24,000. Okay, Rio said hi. What's up, D-Dot? What was I saving up for anyway? Hold on, let me Oh, I can't hear her. No! I should get some heckin' footies made. Like me with a pipe, me with a cigar. That would be kind of sick. D-Dot, I leave it to you to explain to her what we're doing. What I'm doing. Hit her with the head pats. Hit her with the head. Whoa. Oh, I don't. I guess she didn't have a check-in. Was I going for VIP? Let's not buy her any bits right now. 36,000 sun rays. Hold on. I can't read chat. Back to OBS. Okay. Add hell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wasn't getting any smoke. Wait, what's loud? What do you mean those are loud? The bikes? Woo! Oh yeah. We got street racers going wild right now. I think when I get it this hot, it's not producing the aromatic anymore. That room note. Let's see. Well, I could finish the pipe and just raid out. It's already 9. It'd be a shorter stream, but the only other thing I can do is keep filling this pipe over and over and over. And it's already hot. I should get a thermal camera. Like the surface of this has got to be probably 150 to 175 degrees. I mean, it wouldn't boil water, but certainly makes touching it uncomfortable. Good luck as well in your life. What? That sounds ominous. Back to OBS. Really? Huh. Antenna's tight. I didn't hear. That was nothing but noise. No. There we go. There we go. There we go. Half tempted to go unbox the other pipe, but this is still hot. It's 77 out here. It feels like 70. $37-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Good God. Oh, Dita, have you seen anything about the dwarf smart telescopes? I'm really liking them, but I don't know if I want to justify $600 to go. Like the Dwarf 3 is what I was thinking about, as opposed to the Dwarf Mini. Like one of the kind of more interesting benefits of where I live is that I can point a telescope just about anywhere. It's a webcam, but it's a webcam on steroids with quite a bit going for it. It is technically a telescope, but it handles itself. Yeah, I had this at the top, and now it's completely compressed. Like, that far. The only thing that scares me about that dwarf telescope system is if the company goes under and its app is no longer being developed. Yeah. Like, that's a lot of money to sink into a maybe type piece of technology. It'd be a fun toy. Like, there's lots of, you can always go TCP sniff. Yeah, but that's... You know, every single dadgum company these days is solely interested in locking down their hardware. Like, to have something like that that's also open source would be nigh impossible. Like, the only thing that one of the reasons I'm concerned about it is that they don't have a subscription model, so I have no idea how they're continuing to support the technology after selling you the telescope. Now, the pictures people have gotten from it are really cool. There's lots of nebula and galaxies to look at. Oh yeah, what's going on about the area that I live in? There are lots of places you can travel to where there's zero light pollution. Like, I could probably drive out maybe 15 minutes from the city and not see any lights from the city anymore. Yep. One of the statistics I like to throw up at the Filipino population is my state has the same land mass as the Philippines. All of your islands crammed together are about equal to my state. But you've got like 115 million people plus plus tourists and this kind of stuff, so you're probably looking at more like 130 million total. Yep. And the state of New Mexico has, I think, 2 million, like 2.1 million. So a lot of New Mexico is just dead. It's really nice. Texas has a lot of open space, but you've got to travel hours and hours to get to it. New Mexico, it's just like, let me just let me just drive out of town for 5 minutes. Weirdly enough, we don't have much in the way of observatories here. Like, there's a $2.5 million property down south towards the border that the people who built the place put an observatory in the house. Part of the reason why it's like $2.5 million. Ooh, that time I breathed in, all I got was wood smoke. Get a place near a mountain, D-Dot. You can have your own radio set up as well. Uh-oh. Did I burn that? Hold on. Hold on. Light, where are you? I think I burnt the little stem protrusion in there pretty badly. That last puff just tasted like wood. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, there's this open part of the stem is made of wood. But there's a... They say you're not supposed to pull this out while it's hot. Yeah, look at that. Look at that paper. I don't think this counts as a filter. I think this is a more like a receiver dryer. Like, I think it just catches the moisture that's released from the combustion. Is that kind of straight? No. That's better. Alright. We'll let it cool completely. I have a feeling I'm going to eventually burn this entire stem off. Like from the inside. But this has been a fantastic little pipe so far. Well, I hit the aromatics. I might as well. I might as well keep going with little cigarillo. Ooh, the draw on this is surprisingly stiff. I can't figure out a way to monetize the dwarf camera system. Like I had an idea of doing a 4x4 array with having each camera system looking at a different celestial object. There we go. But that kind of... Like, no one's gonna pay money to look at it. And I can't imagine there being kind of enough demand to justify even one of them. It's just tracking objects all day and all night. Unless you track satellites. Yeah, but even then... He's hoping they're not military. Yeah, but then it's even weirder, because it's like... It's just going to produce a picture of the satellite. My problem with the idea as a whole is that there's like I wouldn't pay money to look at pictures of, I don't know, the moon or of Venus or Jupiter, you know? It seems it has filters for both, I think. Because they have a setting where you can have it just look at the sun and there's an external filter, but I think the advanced filters are only available on the 3, not the mini. I don't know. Like looking at deep space, you're not gonna get that much out of it. And if I had 16 of them all pointed at the same galaxy, you know, like most like most of the things I have to fight with, yeah, that's the post processing. I don't see how much you're going to be able to discover that can't be done with much better, much larger equipment. One of the systems I'm waiting for is a constellation type satellite array, kind of like Starlink for internet, but it's actually designed for. Oops, I didn't realize my internet was on here. It's actually designed for other purposes. So the first communications I thought of was cell phones, and I've got 2 phones now that can connect to Starlink. Sorry, T-Mobile satellite. But even if you put lower resolution cameras on it, you could really have them pick up a lot of information. Whether they were pointed down or pointed up. Well, down and up are kind of relative. Towards the earth or towards the sky, there we go. Just like all other terrestrial satellite or terrestrial telescopes, you're always going to have atmospheric interference and light pollution problems, no matter how many million telescopes you have on the ground. It's unfortunately one of those items I think that could be really useful if distributed en masse. Like if every high school in the country had like 2 or 3 of them to play with. I think you could probably amass a lot of data, but it would take hundreds of thousands of telescopes, you know. And for just looking at the moon, I don't think it's worth the price tag. Can't say much. I paid $200 for a camcorder that wasn't a camcorder. It was a point and shoot mirrorless. And it's low quality. It takes really good pictures of the moon because it's got like 50 times optical magnification. So that's more or less its limit. Oh, if you look at their website, there's people that use it for bird watching because it apparently has pretty good tracking capability. Now, if it could output to the stream, I think that'd be kind of cool. Have 4 of them that are all tracking the visible objects like the moon, ISS, I think that might be fun on stream. For zoo owners. Haha, you mean quail owners. They'd be heckin' crazy. But I don't think it has that capability. I don't think they'd allow that type of functionality. It is a cool setup. I will admit, it is very nice. it is very interesting to watch. And the pictures that people have come up with it, watching or looking at various nebula, galaxies, like it's cool. But I don't know if it's anything other than a toy, like a hobbyist grade toy. Not to mention the mini only has 64 gigs of internal data, and I know it can do panoramic. Well, that was the county. Is it because I'm in a metal box? Is that why I'm not? Or is the city really that quiet right now? I'm going to change the county over to Luna 700. Usually there'd be all kinds of reports right now. Like it's 9:30 on a Tuesday. There should at least be some noise complaints, If I can get the light in there just right. Oh yeah, so there's always noise complaints. Like you heard the street racers behind me. Somebody should be complaining about them. I don't know. One of the great benefits of living in a tiny town is nothing interesting happens. On the other hand, nothing interesting ever happens. Like the wildest story we had all month was someone just getting their car repossessed, and then the people that didn't make the payments on the car proceeded to get in a different vehicle and chase down the tow truck driver, trying to run him off the road. And then they passed in front of the hospital, so we ended up with like 6 or 7 cops that were all on the case, and it looked like he was gonna exit the city, so the county got involved. And if I understood the radio call outs, because they switched to codes after a little while, it sounded like they wrecked the vehicle out in front of the hospital. Like they wrecked their own car and didn't hurt the tow truck any. So not only did they get their one vehicle repossessed, they totaled another one. And caught a bunch of charges. Dadgummit, I touched my glasses, now I can't see out of them. Probably 5 times the expense, so people know. No, that's not a sometimes, that's an all the time. people are dumber than bricks. And honestly, that might be an insult to the bricks. Maybe we'll go raid Miss Summer at 9:30. It's like 4 minutes. I'll pack up all my my flags before they get dragged out in the wind. Ooh, the smoke stuck in my mustache smells like dadgum Captain Black. That's kind of nice. I mean, at least ride out the raid. You know, for a channel you're already working in. Maybe we'll do that right now. Maybe I'll cut out early. Cause I really get tired. Ugh. I stopped. Yeah, I gotta eat too. I've got some pork I smoked in the office, so I can at least grab that. Put on some bread. There we go. Hold on. Let's /raid. She's SMMRBREW, right? Yes, she is. Hey. Just 2? Why am I not also included? I'm supposed to be the 3rd viewer. Can I not? I can't chat that for some reason. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Well, thank you so much for attending Tobacco Trade Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow for Wedge Cut Wednesday. I've got my wedge cutter. Just like out of reach. I was going to grab it, put it on screen, but you know, a little too lazy for that. Tomorrow we're probably going to smoke another C'est La Vie. Or we might go back to one of those Cuban rounds just to be well-rounded, you know? Cuban, well-rounded. There's a joke in there. We're raiding out in 5, 4, 3, 2. We should be there.
My new town. I think this is my second town. It's so fun. Good morning, Rio. And shout out to Rio, dude, and riding with Rio. Totally different people. It's not the same Rio. Then he came back home. How was it? Have you broken in your pipe? I'm always the same Rio. I know, thank you. Good evening, Rio. Thank you for the rain.